job. Don't go into work bringing your side hustle to your work. You're still working for somebody, and if you want to eventually have your own business and have employees, you will want people to respect your business as well. So, just keep your business separate, do your job, get your money, and put it into your business. So prioritize what is important. If you really love your business and you really want this business to take off and grow, don't be afraid to say no. Don't overcommit yourself to things. Schedule your time wisely. If you can set aside an hour in the morning before you go to work and an hour after work to focus on your business, you've already did 2 hours of work. What's up, you guys? It's your Bianca B, and welcome to the Bianca B Show, where we talk about business, finances, and friendships. So I'm super excited about today's episode because I want to share to you guys how you can balance your 9 to 5 and your side hustle or side business that you have going on. I'm someone who throughout the years worked a lot of different places and also always focused on my brand and my business and growing content and things like that. So I want to share some strategic steps that you can use to balance both. If you feel overwhelmed and you really want to start a side hustle but don't know how to balance it, this is the perfect video for you. So please keep watching, keep listening. Make sure you guys subscribe to our show, and also, subscribe to Apple Music, Spotify, and wherever the podcast is located. So I want to talk about the first thing is, it is okay to have a 9 to 5. I know people really stress entrepreneurship and being a full-time entrepreneur. And yes, I do agree. I used to be that person that'd be like entrepreneurship over a 9 to 5. But throughout the years, as you get older, you do have responsibilities. And if you do have kids, you do have a responsibility. So it is okay to have a 9 to 5. Being an entrepreneur is very challenging. It's very hard. It is not an easy roadmap. It is a daily thing that you have to invest your time in, and things like that. So it is okay to have a 9 to 5. I can't stress this enough. Yes, it would be amazing if you could just dive right into entrepreneurship and do it full time. If you have the financial resources to do so and you have someone taking care of you, by all means, do you, boo. But you have to first set realistic goals for yourself. That's the first thing. What kind of business does this require for you to do? This side hustle business. Is this a business that is all sales are online? Is this a place where you have to go out? Really set realistic goals for yourself and really sit down with yourself and say, this is the strategy for this side hustle or this side business. So for example, if you're someone who has a hair business and that requires for you to be on social media, come up with a strategic plan to execute how many posts you realistically can do a week, how many posts can you do a day. Really sit down with yourself and really plan out a strategic plan and stick with that plan. So that is the first step. Set a realistic goal for yourself. The next step is time management. Time management is your best friend when you're doing a 9 to 5 and you're doing your side hustle. Really manage your time. Do you work at a job where you are, it's all in, all focused, and you don't have freedom? Do that job. Don't go into work bringing your side hustle to your work. You're still working for somebody, and if you want to eventually have your own business and have employees, you will want people to respect your business as well. So don't go into a job working on your stuff, unless you have the flexibility to do so, but you still want to respect the company that you work for. You always want to respect, because that is the person that's paying you. And if you eventually want to have employees, you will want them to respect you too. So Don't go into work talking about your side hustle and your side business unless it's like cooking or baking, a place where people can really buy your product at work. If that's the case, then all means, like if it's a service that people need, that's a necessity that won't interfere with your 9 to 5 in your business, if that makes sense. So say for example, you work at Chase Bank and your side business is cupcakes. So you can bring your cupcakes to work because people love food. So that makes sense. But don't come to work selling hair and selling lashes and selling, makeup unless that is the environment that you work in, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure if you're working a 9 to 5 that you're respecting the company, but also, if there's opportunity for you to have sales and for people to know your business, that is okay as well, depending on what you do. So kind of tread lightly on that, because even for myself, being the host and being, creating content online, sometimes my online presence did interfere with jobs, and they thought that I was like taking photos because of this or that. And so some people do monitor your social media and your business. So, I've had situations where, people hate. So, that's just the more of a story. So I don't go into a workplace now. I don't really follow my colleagues like that. That's not really my thing. I've learned my lesson with that. So, just keep your business separate, do your job, get your money, and put it into your business. Schedule your time wisely. If you can set aside an hour in the morning before you go to work and an hour after work to focus on your business, you've already did 2 hours of work. So if you do 2, 4, 6, 8, you've already did like 8 to 10 to 20 hours, depending on your work schedule of your business or your brand. So nowadays, especially if you're creating content online or generating sales online, you can time manage and post something, like pre-plan a post. Especially with Instagram and Facebook now. Instagram, you have the capability of, pre-planning your content. So for me, for example, I work Monday through Friday. But on the weekends, I dedicate a lot of my Saturday and Sunday to creating strictly episodes to BFF Cosmetics. Like, I really plan out my life, because time is only your best friend when you're having the 9 to 5 and you're having your own business or whatever it is that you do. So I dedicate my weekends to strictly Bianca B. I don't focus on work. I don't work on weekends. That's set for me. And sometimes even Saturday is my recharge. Like, sometimes I'll just sleep all day on Saturday to just like recharge. And then, for example, like today is Sunday, I've planned all my videos. I'm changing looks. I'm changing my hair. I've dedicated 4 to 6 hours of planning out when am I going to release these videos or episodes or things like that. So, just really, time is your best friend. So really plan out your time, especially if you want to have your 9 to 5 and a side hustle or a business. So, yeah. Last thing is, it's okay to take breaks. It is okay to have a self-care. It is okay to take breaks. Don't overwork yourself or you'll be drained and burnt out. Like, I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks because I was working on my 3rd book, finishing that up, and I had to fly to shoot the cover and do last minute tweaks to this book. So that had been my priority and my focus. So this wasn't my focus. So I didn't want to overwork myself, or I was going to be burnt out and I couldn't focus all into something. And that's one thing I've learned throughout the years, because I was somebody who did this and did that and did boo, 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 boo. Try your best to focus on one thing and really zone into that one thing. Because if you stick and you really zone in and prioritize that one task, everything else will triple around. You know what I'm saying? So, really take breaks. It's okay. The last thing I would say is, like, don't be afraid to say no. Like, it's okay to have fun. It's okay to enjoy life, as you should. But some things you don't have to say yes to. You don't have to say yes to everything. So prioritize what is important. If you really love your business and you really want this business to take off and grow. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't overcommit yourself to things. And like, I'm speaking from somebody who is single, who doesn't have kids. So if you have kids, I can't really speak on that because I'm not a mother. I know that could be overwhelming, but you shouldn't make an excuse. If you really are passionate about something, you should really put your all into it and set aside an hour for yourself. Instead of scrolling on social media, you should be able to set aside at least an hour for yourself, or 30 minutes to prioritize your business and whatever your side hustle is. So hopefully this video helped you. Some softwares that I use is honestly, my Google Calendar is my best friend. I set alerts to what I need to post, what platform I need to post, because each platform is different. So what other apps do I use? Those are honestly, my calendar is my best friend, period. Like, my phone and my calendar is my best friend, and I pre-plan my content. I feel like that works best for me. But if you're somebody who's spontaneous and just kind of want to go off the fly, all means, but I have to plan out what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, what I'm going to wear. Like, I really plan out how I'm going to release content. So it's your girl Bianca B. Follow me on Instagram at It's Bianca B. My third book is coming out very soon, so make sure you stay up to date on my Instagram. I will be releasing it, and I'll also make a video about this third book. So it's your girl Bianca B. Bye, guys.